What if the most forbidden book of all is also the one we need right now? For thousands of years, the Book of Enoch was erased, suppressed, hidden away. It spoke of angels who fell, giants who devoured the earth, visions of heaven, and prophecies of fire. It was declared too dangerous, too destabilizing. And yet here it is again, whispered in our time, surfacing when the world feels like it's collapsing into chaos. Why? Why does this book return when the world trembles? And what does it still have to say to us here, in this moment? Enoch's story begins simply. He walked with God. But his book is anything but simple. It is filled with visions that stretch across time. The descent of the Watchers, the birth of the Nephilim, the flood that wiped the slate clean, the fiery end that still waits for us. These are not just ancient myths. They are patterns. They are cycles. They are warnings. And as we look around at our own age, the patterns repeat. Think of the Watchers. They took knowledge meant for heaven and gave it recklessly to humanity. Weapons, sorcery, vanity, power without wisdom. Now think of us. We wield technologies greater than the ancients could dream of. Artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, weapons that could level nations, power beyond comprehension. But do we wield it with wisdom? Or do we repeat the same mistake, grasping, consuming, corrupting? The shadow of the Watchers is not gone, it is here. Think of the Nephilim, giants who consumed everything until the earth itself groaned. Now think of us, forests falling, oceans poisoned, species vanishing, an earth groaning beneath the weight of human hunger. Do you see the pattern? Think of the flood, a world cleansed of corruption by water. Now think of the fire Enoch foretold, a future judgment not of water but of flame, stars falling, earth shaking, mountains melting. Is it metaphor, is it prophecy, or is it both warning us of cycles, encoded in myth, repeating across ages? This is why the Book of Enoch still matters today, because it shows us something terrifying and liberating. History is not random. It is patterned, and when corruption reaches its height, the cycle turns. We are not outside that law, we are inside it. But here is the hope hidden in the terror. Enoch was not destroyed. He was taken, transformed, raised into light. His story is not only a warning, it is an invitation. The Book of Enoch shows that while corruption collapses, alignment ascends. While the Watchers fell through rebellion, Enoch rose through harmony. While the Nephilim perished through consumption, Enoch was preserved through devotion. The choice remains. Now, let me pause here. If you've tried to read the Book of Enoch, you know how cryptic it feels. Its language is symbolic, dense, often frustrating. That's why seekers for centuries have looked for guides to decode it, turning visions into insight, myth into meaning. One such guide is the Book of Enoch Decoded, The Watchers, the Nephilim, and the Secrets of Heaven. It doesn't rewrite the book, it unlocks it. It shows you how its visions are not just ancient but timeless, and how they apply in the chaos we live in now. If you're curious, the link is in the description and the first comment. Consider it a whispered map for a forbidden landscape. Because once you step into Enoch's visions, you'll see the world differently. So why does the Book of Enoch still haunt us? Because it holds a mirror. It shows us the danger of power without wisdom, the corruption of knowledge misused, the cycles of collapse and renewal, the reality that what we call myth may be more true than we dare believe. It whispers that the giants of yesterday walk again in the systems of today, that the fallen angels of legend are archetypes of corruption that return whenever humanity loses balance, that the judgment of fire is not just prophecy, it is consequence. And yet, it also whispers hope, that those who walk in alignment, as Enoch did, will not be destroyed, they will be transformed. This is why the book was forbidden, not because it was irrelevant, but because it was too revealing. It told us that the story is bigger than the canon, that angels can fall, that humanity can be corrupted, that judgment is inevitable, and that the cycles repeat until we learn. And maybe, just maybe, that is why the Book of Enoch returns in our time. Because we are once again at the edge of collapse. Because forbidden knowledge has been unleashed. Because the earth groans. Because the cycle is turning. And because seekers like you are waking up. So why does the Book of Enoch matter today? Because it is not only history, it is prophecy. Not only prophecy, it is law. Not only law, it is invitation. It warns of destruction. It promises renewal. And it offers a choice. Fall with the Watchers or walk with Enoch. The secret is still unveiled. The Book of Enoch still whispers. The question is, are you ready to hear it? In our series, we've walked through the forbidden book, the mystery of its erasure, the rebellion of the Watchers, the visions of heaven and hell, the prophecy of the flood and the end. And now, its voice for today. But this is not the end, it is the beginning. Because once you see the pattern, once you hear the whisper, once you step into the forbidden, you cannot go back. Until next time, remember, knowledge is power, but hidden knowledge is transformation. Welcome to Occultus.